Hi guys, it's Ksenia. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to this month's Dossier fragrance review. This video is kindly sponsored by Dossier. If you are a new viewer and you're just stumbling on this video, I've been regularly working with Dossier pretty much over the past year, I think even more than that now. And every month I review some of their fragrances. Dossier is a fragrance house that recreates some of your all-time favorite high-end perfumes at just a fraction of the cost. They pretty much just cut down on the really expensive name that's associated with a lot of designer perfumes, and they even dupe niche fragrances that are way over even $100. Not only do they carry a wide range of perfumes, they have so many, so I highly recommend checking out their site. It'll be linked in my description box, but they also carry candles as well as room diffusers, and their candles and room diffusers also recreate high-end fragrances. For example, I've actually tried out a candle and I've tried out a couple of their room diffusers in previous videos. I've tried out a candle that smelled like Dior Sauvage. I've tried out a room diffuser that smelled like Love Don't Be Shy, which is my all-time favorite, and I have to get my hands on it. Once again, I always tell myself that I'm going to in the next month that I work with Dossier, and then I always forget because I need that back in my collection. A room diffuser made my room smell like pink floral marshmallows. And if you see any perfumes on there that I haven't made a video on, odds are I've probably made a video on it because I've reviewed tons of their perfumes, but they have so many that even though I've reviewed so many of them, they still have more for me to review. And they also add new scents all the time, which is what we're going to talk about today, which are two new scents I'm super excited about. Dossier is now also at select Walmart stores, so you can check your local Walmarts and you can actually find them in stores without even having to order online, which is really great. But if you do want to go the blind buying route and order them online, they do have a risk-free program that allows you to order up to 5 cents at a time. Shipping is always free for 3 bottles or more. You can try each fragrance before making any full commitment to them. And at the end, you can return any bottles you choose to not keep within 30 days, no questions asked. And even though their prices are already very affordable, they are also constantly running bulk deals and sales on their site. But I also have a code which you can use, and that is Ksenia10, which will get you 10% off at checkout. And with that said, let's get straight into these fragrances for this month. Please make sure that you're subscribed to my channel and turn your post notifications on, and let's get started. I'm gonna start off with the 2 brand new launches. So as you can see, these are colored in this like orangey red, whereas their typical scents are in this sort of nudie beige kind of box. And the reason why these are in a different color is because this comes from their original collection. So I forgot to mention in the beginning, but not only are they kind of known more for the fact that they recreate a ton of really high-end fragrances, but Dossier also carries their original line of fragrances as well. They have a few different collections, and they just launched 2 new scents within one of their genderless collection. This is their nighttime edition fragrances, and these are supposed to be like these really sexy perfumes, which is right up my alley because you know that's all I talk about on my channel. And the genderless collection obviously is a unisex collection. So when you open up your Dossier package, it will come like this with a little note card that tells you the name of the fragrance and all the notes and just a little about the fragrance. This brand new launch is called Oud and Rose on Fire. We already know that oud is very high-end smelling. Another thing about oud is it is not gonna be for everyone. Oud can be very polarizing, but in this scent, it's not. This is very mild oud that adds an expensive touch to the scent without overpowering the scent and all the other notes. The scent family of this is described as ambery and floral, and I would totally have to agree. This has notes of pink pepper, pear, and vegan honey, middle notes of rose, oud, and saffron, and base notes of vanilla, myrrh, musk, and plum. It has a lot of like very expensive smelling notes as well. And I've been testing this out for the past couple days, and I really love it. This has a very soft oud scent in it. It's there, but it's super mild and it's really beautiful, but it's also mixed with this gorgeous rose water almost kind of scent. It's rose, but it's not a synthetic rose or too mature kind of rose. It quite literally smells like rose water. If you've ever smelled rose water, I spray rose water on my face every single morning. It's like my favorite scent in the whole wide world. And I smell this beautiful, fresh, rose watery kind of scent to it. Basically almost as if it rained and you have roses in your garden and all those roses have those dewy little raindrops all over them. That's what this smells like, with also this oudy sort of undertone, just this kind of like edge to it. I normally would think of oud being like a nighttime scent. This is so soft that I almost see it as like a daytime oud kind of scent. And I totally smell the honey in here also. It has this gorgeous, sweet, rounded out scent as well. And it's just a really, really beautiful scent. So I'm really enjoying that right now. And let's get to the next fragrance. This one is called Orchid and Sandalwood at Dusk. I feel like this one sounds a little bit more right up my alley because I love sandalwood, I love orchid. And the scent family of this is woody and floral, which is also right up my alley. Now this one has top notes of cardamom, incense, and clove, middle notes of orchid, jasmine, orris, and cinnamon, and base notes of sandalwood, amyris, benzoin, and patchouli. This one has a little bit more spice going on. Actually, we have a lot of spice going on in this perfume, like cardamom, incense, cinnamon, sandalwood. It's a whole bunch of spice. This smells so good. It honestly kind of slightly, when it opens up, reminds me of Santal 33, but it's like a softer version of it, and it only reminds me of that scent purely when it first opens up. Once it dries down, this gets very deep and it starts to become more like sandalwood forward and kind of like resinous with this really green kind of patchouli in the base. This is a very green, spicy scent, I would say, and this one is definitely more nighttimey. This smells so expensive. Again, both of these scents that are new in this collection just smell freaking expensive. I mean, that's all I could tell you. They smell like old money. Like, this just smells so rich and luxe to me. It smells like a high-end niche fragrance for sure. So those are the two new fragrances in the Genderless collection that have just dropped. Both of those are only retailing at $34, which is super inexpensive. You can use my code and get an even lower price than that, and you smell really, really gorgeous and very expensive. And then the last perfume that I got is actually a repeat of a perfume I already have by them, but I gave it to my mom because she really loves this scent, so I wanted this scent back in my collection because I've been loving this sort of scent family, and this is one of their recreation perfumes. This one is called Musky Musk, and if you watched a lot of my Dossier videos, you probably heard me talking about this in the past before. Musky Musk is inspired by Julia Has a Gun, Not a Perfume, and if you've been watching my channel recently, I've been really heavy getting into these Your Scent But Better kind of scents. Like, I have Another 13, I discovered Molecule 01, and Musky Musk, or Not a Perfume by Julia Has a Gun, is another very like molecular, your skin but better kind of scent. And the reason why Not a Perfume is called Not a Perfume is because it's not really composed of top, middle, and base sort of configuration of notes. It literally has one note, and that note in the scent is ambergris, which is a very specific note. You can look it up. It has a crazy background to it, and if you actually see where that scent comes from, it's mind-blowing. This actually does not have top notes, which is keeping up with that Not a Perfume theme. And in the middle notes, you get Cedalox and ISOE Super with base notes of habanolide and musk. So it doesn't even really have like typical perfumey notes. Like, you don't get florals, you don't get fruity notes, woody notes, nothing like that. You just get these very like molecular notes, which is what Not a Perfume also has. And this smells exactly like it. I would know because I'm very familiar with this. I've had it already once in my collection, and my mom really loves this scent. And something about these scents, these are the perfect mixing scents. If you want to get into layering, wear this. Pretty much any scent like this, like a Your Skin But Better, ambergris, or ISOE Super scent as a base layer to literally any perfume you add on top, adds so much. These scents are known as kind of like booster sort of perfumes, so they really enhance all other perfumes you throw on top of it, and that's what this is. But you can also wear it alone. It just will literally make you smell like your skin but better. So this is a 10 out of 10. I already know I love it because I've had it before. And that concludes this month's Dossier review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please, in the comments down below, let me know of any other Dossier scents I need to get my hands on, and I'll be sure to get them for my next month's Dossier fragrance review. But that is it for me today. Thank you to Dossier for sponsoring today's video. And if you want to get any Dossier scent, make sure you use my code Xenia10 for 10% off at checkout. Please make sure that you're subscribed to my channel and turn your post notifications on, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!